afternoon, everyone. My name is Izuko Isandra Obianuju, and I am your host for today. And I'm going to be talking about the EKWULOBIA Students Union. Although I'm not going to be doing this alone, but as your host, I'm going to be hosting people to talk more on this. But yeah, the highlight of this entire talk show will be discussing the benefits of being a student in an organized community, being a student, what is expected of you, and then the roles of past executives and stakeholders in encouraging the students. And then we'll be listing some methods of encouragement for students. Now, I would like to call upon some people. I'd like to show you some people that are actually here with me. And by my right, starting from my right is the president by name.
Okay, my name is Ezamo Kenechuku Assurance. I'm from Umuchian, EKWULOBIA.
Okay,
Like she said, I'm the president of EKWULOBIA Students Union.
that's nice. On the next,
Okay, I'm Okoli Izichukwu Emmanuel. I'm also from Omuchana Ekulabia. I'm the secretary of the student union.
okay. And then by my left is
My name is Victor Obiora
he's our
from
ancestor.
from Abba, Abu Ekulobia.
Oh, okay. And then we'll be having I don't know. Do I have your consent to ask you a few questions about this union to tell people what this union is all about, to educate and enlighten them?
Yeah, you have it.
What of your ancestor?
You're going to teach them more.
Okay, we are
Do
getting
justice
there.
to that.
Oh, okay. So, Presido, please, would you like to tell us what this union is all about?
Okay, like the name implies, it's an association, it's a union that connects all students of EKWULOBIA Students Union. So we'll be talking about, the way forward, the activities of the union, and possible ways you can get all students to identify with this union. So that's it.
Oh, okay. And then, in your quest to enhance this union, what has the journey been so far?
I must tell you, uh, it hasn't been easy because you just have to, first of all, convince people,
Okay.
trying to make somebody understand that this is important. And some persons, they don't even know there's a union like this. So it's like double work, convincing somebody, creating the awareness, going extra miles to even meet persons that are not that are not even familiar with the union. So it's like doing a lot of work in a small range of time. So
Oh,
that's it. It hasn't been easy, but we'll keep pushing.
I believe that's quite tiring.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lord is your strength.
Surely.
Okay, so I would like to ask, what are the benefits of being a student in an organized community using EKWULOBIA as a case study?
Okay, being a student in an organized community, there are many benefits, I must tell you.
Okay.
Because I've been in other communities for hours. I've seen how they do their stuff. I've seen the connections they've got. I've seen things that can actually happen because of what? That this person is a student. And I must take this down to our language, Igbo.
Okay.
Ịma, ọ dị mkpa ụfọdụ ife a na-akọwa ya akọwa ya ọfụma. Onye bụ nwata akwụkwọ nke izizi bụ na ama na ị nwere ego. Ama na ị nwere ego. Mana o nwere ndị na-enwe ezigbo ịfụnanya ebe ụmụ akwụkwọ nọ. Ka ewelu ka amara m onye m ga-eji m atụ. Mana nwata akwụkwọ ọbụla bụ onye EKWULOBIA ọ nwata akwụkwọ ebe ọbụla nwere isi ọma. Nke mbụ bụ na obodo ga na-eche maka gị
Okay.
maka na ama na ịgụta akwụkwọ ọfụma ibulu ulu nyere
Nyere
obodo gị.
obodo. Yeah, that's true.
So obodo Ekwulọbịa, because m ga-eji na ụmụ akwụkwọ Ekwulọbịa wee
Ekwulobia
na-ama.
we mat.
Ekwulọbịa, anya Ekwulọbịa niile dị n'anya na-arụ onye ọbụla bụ nwata akwụkwọ. Ọ bụ na ị na-anya kịta ị ga-afụ na ọtụtụ n'ime ndị gbagotelu na-ajụzi kedu ka esi eme maka na ama na nsogbu obodo anyị bụ Naijiria nwere bụ na ụfọdụ ndị nọ n'isi agụrụ akwụkwọ maka na onye gụrụ akwụkwọ ga-ama ife o kwesịrị imere obodo ya. Ị ga-agụ akwụkwọ malụ na ije na mba Amerịka ifu na onye gụrụ akwụkwọ ga-enweta ọrụ ọ bụ lụọ ọrụ ma ọ bụ mee nka mee nka iwenatali obodo gị. So uru nwata akwụkwọ nwere bụ na ị na-azụ onwe gị maka ịzụ obodo gị.
Okay.
Ọ bụrụ na ịzụrụ onwe gị ọfụma ịmazụ obodo gị.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
olileanya niile ndị obodo nwere ebe ị nọ ga-ahụ ya n'ala. Ulu dị ya, ọtụtụ ulu dị ya, mana anyị na-akpa anyị ama ekwu ebe ọ dị maka ulu ndị parents ga-enweta ma ọ bụrụ na azụọ nwatakịrị ọfụma n'akwụkwọ, mana mgbe ị ga-ajụ m nke ahụ m ga-azakwa ya.
Okay. Then, seke. I want to ask you, is there a means of joining?
Actually, there's a means of joining the union. Now, the union, I won't just put it this way because some people might think that by the name Eklobia Student Union is really meant for Eklobia indigenous. But we found out that actually the word has evolved more than that, and then even as a stranger being in another man's land, and then you are attending, you are schooling there, you are a student in that particular, there are some privileges you attend to get in that particular place. So I'll put it this way: to join the student union, indigenous or non-indigenous that are students in Ekwulobia, they are
Okay.
schooling in Ekwulobia, they have the chance of registering with the union to become a member.
So wait, if sorry for cutting you short, though, but if I am like if I got what you said rightly, you mean if I'm just a student, anyhow student, and I just start schooling in Ekulobia, I am liable to join the union, or is there like a specific amount of time I'm to stay before I join the union, or like Kwakenelum?
Okay. Ina ya na-ajụ anyị jiri m kịta na ị na-efu na ọ bụ almost na ị ga-agụte aka na Ekwulobia before ị bụrụ member anyị. Mana you need to issue interest, understand? And then there are some specific tasks that you need to do, and one of those tasks is registration. Now we have a chance of registering with the union, and the price is just 1,000 naira. You have a card that identifies you with the union, just like an ID card that has your name and shows that you're a student that has been verified by the union.
Oh, okay. So now that brings me to the question: how do I get registered?
Um, Getting registered, like I said earlier, is not much. It will just cost you a fine of 1,000. The fine of 1,000 naira is just for, let me say, for putting together the identification together to make it like a physical evidence, and like a card that you have it that identifies you as the union.
Okay. Okay. And now to our ancestor. You know, if we are using no Gaba, but you're still with us now. So okay, so I want to ask you, what are the roles of stakeholders? Like what do you feel is the role of stakeholders in encouraging students to join the union?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. I still remember my humble self, Ubiora Victor, if I my president of Global Student Union. Mana stakeholder, as no onye stake.
Hold oh.
Nke bụ eziokwu onye stake go and olugolu m wee hold. So the roles of stakeholders they were very, very, very simple. You know, I think their major roles is to help guide the executives, you know, the
Okay.
union to always follow the set out rules for the union. Understand? And
Mm-hmm.
also help in funding. About the stakeholder may go because you can understand that na Ekwulobia student union enwere boss.
Yeah.
Whatever say what they fund their activities. They solely rely on individuals.
Okay.
Just like extramural lesson for them. So the roles the stakeholders in a play majorly is to help harness, guide the executives, the union as a whole,
Yeah.
in order to always move with the set out rules
Okay.
and to also remind them that na any reason why Hajj Bedman and all to always tell them that they must, keep holding forth now all of the So
Okay.
that's basically all on the stakeholder.
Okay, Presido, this one is for you. The ex-presidents, I would like to call you my ancestor. Ex-president Adabamon. No, no. Our ancestor said something like extramural lessons. I heard of it from him just now. So far, what have you been able to achieve under this union? Like, tell us some of the things this union has done ever since you emerged as the president.
Okay. Mm, I came into power, or my administration started early this year,
Okay.
and the first project I did was an inter-school competition, having like 12 to 13 schools.
That's huge.
Very huge. Now, the amount we disbursed is close to 500,000 naira. Now, we were able to get that because a particular person from EKWULOBIA here, Umuchi, showed interest. He was once the president, I think. He showed interest. He financed that inter-school quiz competition single-handedly, no money. He just said he wants to do it because he felt the union made him what he is today,
And so he's trying to pull back to the union, right?
giving back.
Oh, that's nice.
So I was able to connect with him to fund that stuff. That is one thing I know I did. Now, I've visited most schools in
Okay.
EKWULOBIA. I've identified with them, and they're very happy because they were like, "Hey, okay, maybe the staff, some of the staff in the school, they'll be like, hey, I can well hear the EKWULOBIA saying, and eme, hey, nenu nwata akwụkwọ anyị nwetara nke a." That spirit, registering the union in with them, identifying with them, linking with them. Now, if I get to any school, they'll be like, ndị EKWULOBIA students, unlike when I started, they'll be like, onye ka unu bụ? Onye ka ị bụ na unu abịana? Abroad the same thing.
Yeah, there's a difference.
So I'm very happy that I've been able to register the name of the union with the citizens, the schools.
EKWULOBIA.
That's an achievement for me. Now, we'll soon start our extramural lesson.
Okay.
It's an annual something. And my administration will start. So we even have something we plan to do. By December, all students of EKWULOBIA, a big comeback. All students of EKWULOBIA. It's going to be huge.
Get together.
They get together. It's going to be huge.
Oh, that's going to be
Very
nice.
huge. So I'm just like, I want a student to know if you're from EKWULOBIA, you know you're from EKWULOBIA. EKWULOBIA is a big community. I must tell you.
Okay.
A very big community. And for you to come from EKWULOBIA, so you have to register.
Feeling proud already.
I'm very proud of my community, I must tell you. So you have to come back register, preach the name, preach the goodness. Because since I became the president, I've noticed that many persons are interested, but they feel like the union is not going as it should be.
Okay.
So they want to draw back. And I know that, when you do more with the little you get, people will be forced to identify with you.
Yeah, that's true.
We have many projects coming. Ugomuta essay competition. It's
Okay.
coming. By next year, we'll be doing our mathematics is fun. I'll meet the person that used to handle it.
Well, you for sure have a lot in store for us.
Yeah.
But wait, too. All these things that we are just seeing that yes, we've done and we are still about to do. Are there something like cultural events? Because yeah. So there are like just like this inter-house sports or something like that. Like it tends to bring out another aspect of a child's talent, a student's talent. Not everyone is brain wise. So are there cultural events? Have you hosted seminars or something like that?
Yes. I've done a seminar for the girls' side. I
Okay.
did it at Urban Girls. And it was a huge success. People were like, hey, you guys are trying, you guys are doing
Can
fine.
I ask what the seminar is about?
Okay, the seminar, it was tagged uh, There for More, but
Okay.
it's actually a girl side project. Most girl side, they feel like they don't have any space in the community, they should be at the back.
Oh,
But when you're talking about the girl side, you see that outside your space, there are many girl sides doing well. Look at Okonjiwala.
hmm,
Now look at Onyeka Onwenu of blessed memory. There are many persons that are girls, but they knew they had to come out of their shell.
okay.
So that project kind of brought motivation to a girl's face. A girl knowing that you can do this if you're set to do it. So we have more.
Yeah.
We just pray we get the means.
I think I'm motivated to be the central bank governor. I need to have money.
Yeah, if you actually have that dream, you make it work. You work towards it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then our ancestor, back to you. Okay. Having been the president and now we stakeholder, our ancestor Dikage, what would you say you've benefited from this union so far?
First of all, I must say that whatever I'm today, I I must say that EKWULOBIA Student Union contributed 50% of whatever I am today. Because number one thing, being a member of a union, especially EKWULOBIA Student Union, get exposure in life.
Okay.
Mhm. One thing a union no get especially EKWULOBIA Student Union.
Okay.
EKWULOBIA is a very great town. You know,
Oh.
um, it first of all exposed me to a lot of people that I didn't even expect that today I will be sitting in the same room with them. I'm
Okay.
talking about the captain of industries in EKWULOBIA, the
Okay.
intellectual capacity you see in EKWULOBIA. And another thing benefit is that na my level of networking, that is
Okay.
one thing people don't know. By the virtue of you identifying yourself with a union, especially a union like a club of student union, yeah, they go.
Imabazi Amadu.
Yes, yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
Networking. That is what I call it.
Okay.
Because even in a month before joining a union, I come month today. I think sometime 2015, I was just Obiora Victor Onyinye, na
Okay.
Unizik. Then when I came back, contested for the president, I won. I became a stakeholder of EKWULOBIA. I'm not talking about the student union again now, because by becoming the president, EKWULOBIA Student Union is an institution, one of the organs that forms the EKWULOBIA Town Union.
Okay.
So automatically you wine and dine you meet with every head of every village at the town. In what case you're meeting Ketan one, but the president must be there.
No.
So this is one of the benefits. One. Then even if it is somebody that reasons very fine, you know that the more you meet with people, the more you get the
Connection.
advantage of getting a connection exactly.
Yeah.
Because now if you can enter the room, that is when you can discuss with somebody. Starting with your executives. Ị ga-enweta your executive nwere ike bụrụ injinia ma ọ bụrụ onye na-eme cake ma ọ bụrụ onye na-azụ ụmụ anụmanụ. Ọ bụ na ị nwere the dream of
Eating
going
cake.
into yeah, eating cake. Ọ
Yeah.
bụ na ị nwere dream of being a farmer.
Okay.
You don't know how to start. Then by the virtue of now your executive, maybe your secretary will Nazwezi now. I'm one of them interested. Like I'm telling you now, KUs, just like one of my executive now, KUs. Tomorrow now, if I want to build a house, he's a very solid engineer.
Architect KUs, yes.
I will simply go to him. I'm not going to charge him as well 200,000. You just say, okay, Victor, because of old time's sake,
Yes.
I will take 50,000. One thing union ga-emele gị especially club student union na ọ ga-enye gị exposure. Yeah, that go. I can remember vividly that sometime 2016, now this guy that is the current chairman of ACDA, Osionoko,
Yeah.
he was the president of Anambra State Students Union, ANSU. Then I tried form a very big student platform. So yeah, no, we had a grassroots platform. So he had to call the whole president and when Anambra State student as in town
Union,
student
yeah.
town union,
Town students union, yeah.
this thing anyway. So I was there, na Women Development Center. Automatically there, because I stood up, said something. Yet ago, I was appointed as the national organizing secretary. Did you
Okay.
see how I moved
From
from
yeah.
this EKWULOBIA to Anambra? So one thing it will always prepare you to achieve more. It will push you to meet people. Then I think Governor Obiano inaugurated us that day after
Okay.
KMSC, the whole thing. There were a lot of benefits for both the stakeholders, the students. Then I think I overheard you asking Kedi the benefit of being a student.
Yes.
Automatically, there were a lot of them. I think the union itself were a scholarship scheme. And then, just like the president was explaining, Governor answering his own question. O nwere ndị nwere the zeal ịgụ akwụkwọ. O nwere ndị ma akwụkwọ chọrọ ịgụ da akwụkwọ, but enwere the
Support system,
the
yeah.
opportunities and the support this thing and one. So that is where the student union
Comes in, yeah.
Yeah, they go.
Mm-hmm.
Enwere ike na Jeff schools niile dị na EKWULOBIA na PK from first
Yeah, ndị nwere isi akwụkwọ, yeah.
from first to 10. Ebe a ka ọ gara ada mee lefa test. Then what the union ga-emezikọta before reach out to go progressive EKWULOBIA daughters and sons. Automatically from them, even onye a na-enwelo bụ the hope na enwe ka enyemaka ga-esi wee bịa.
Yeah.
By the virtue na ya na onwe ya identify him or herself with the union, then esi ebe a wee nyere onye ha aka. Na onye nwere uchu ịgụ akwụkwọ, esi ebe a wee nyere onye ha aka. So enwere so many benefits for both the stakeholders, the students, and even the parents.
Okay.
I think during my own time when I was the president, only one boy in one day that time. Even the boy in the is the girl school. Opwa, the whole workers
Yeah.
not too much. So the parent, I'm all no. So the report came to our office. I was in Academ. I got the call. So it's an emergency meeting. I came back with my executive. I made a meeting Uzbu. I took some of my executives. We went straight to the parents and to that
Boy.
to that boy's house. So I got meet the parent. I in Apache. The boy anọrọ at that time. Anyị nwe mecha gaa na school ya the next day. Luckily for us, ọ bụ na anyị nweta ya na school wee jide the boy wee chie ya ezigbo warning. I want from that time the parents now a positive result
Yeah.
about the
The
kid.
boy.
So what I'm saying in essence is that now even for the parents, ọbụna o nwere ụmụazị fil na okwufe ekweleso okwu na ikefe akalabaga unu. That is, I think that is also the work of the executive, the president
Okay.
and his people to mediate na this kind of
Situation.
situation. Ọ bụla ife niile ka eji yọtago mba and
Ogunamba. Yeah.
enweta. And the union once na half of the presence of the kids for the presence of the union,
Yeah.
they will take their correction immediately. So a lot of benefits.
Wow.
But as we move on the discussion,
Might still
I need to
highlight
say
some, yeah.
yes.
Okay, so Presido, have you been facing challenges? There's no way you would tell me that a system runs without challenges. So, what are some of the challenges you've been facing so far? Ha, this one you're laughing. We are in soup.
I don't think no one challenges. You have.
I must tell you, anyway, challenges.
Okay.
One, a community dị as big as EKWULOBIA ekwesịghịzi ike ị na-eme onwe ife a chọrọ ime agaghị ọba ego. Anything anyị na-eme now, we have to meet persons, we have to meet people, beg them. Eziokwu na we are students, yes, we don't have money. But I feel that, the leaders of the community were seeking bursary for the students. Ima, when Ifagata was speaking, he said, there were some persons in akwụkwọ, but there were
That's
the financial
system.
backup.
Yeah.
Now, this is where the union will come in. Okay, we've scouted for 10 persons now. From our purse, we've checked maybe their school fees is 10,000 naira.
Okay.
From our purse. I have found that if we should leave these persons, Nobula Agapochi, or if another community should get these persons, they won't be of help to our community. So we have to sow in that seed by ịkwụrụ onye ụgwọ akwụkwọ. Onye na-akwụrụ ụgwọ akwụkwọ gị nwe nwetago ego zuolu gị.
So what I'm saying in essence is that now, just like you were saying about the leadership of the town union, I think sometime last year the former president that handed over to you, during his own extramural lesson, where these financial challenges in Magonego teachers, just like you stated now, I'm going to positive for the union. And if I name no it depends on how many individuals you are able to solicit money from. And again, I have an event email for the students. I think it's high time the town union looked into this matter. I'm advocating now, even at the town union get bursary for the union.
Okay.
Just like I would just want to add a bit support to what you are trying to say. Even at the town union, they are bursary for the union. Maybe in a year, I say okay, student union, we're giving you 100,000 naira for this thing. Then it is now your responsibility now that after the end of the year, you go and account for your stewardship to the Antonio and Bife again for the more zeal to also support. So even all the go deal that the town union stepped in because when we're calling now na mmadụ nọ na-akịta ekpe onye a si ya na biko na ị niile ego for this onye a ga-ajụ ka ezi ife mee the town union of this thing. So amaghị m ife ma na the town union aka achọbeghị look into, but I thank God for the kind of PG that we have. Ụzọ mmiri Ekwulobia. Or somebody were listening, if I before Gabu on our own or your executive, again, if I before Gabu made a proposal to him seeking for the help of the town union
Yes.
in support of people na home. Just like I was saying, only can hand it over to you. There were challenges about finance. He called me. Okay, the town union name meeting. Okay, Ekwulobia chọrọ iri ji. So I go ebe ahụ, am I invite? I have been at the meeting. Yet ago, I spoke. I put you what the pigeon during my own time. I faced similar this thing during Moses' own time. He faced similar thing during this guy's time. He's facing this thing, and I'm sure that no one can have because your child PG said because no one know if I get my hope because we want the teacher to go. Lo and behold, the kind of heart our PG went. He donated, I think that was 100,000, which covered the whole expenses the president incurred that time. So, but I think it's high time that it's become institutionalized.
Yeah.
Get to go.
Okay.
Na the Equilobia Town Union budget. Get to go every year. Okay, students, you have 200,000 naira for this thing. Then that doesn't stop you also from reaching out to other
Yes.
individuals that might
Yes.
also
Yes.
have interest to champion one or two activities for the union. So I think you're on the right course. If you could be very, very necessary.
Yeah.
There were a lot of challenges. But that time when I was the president, and I know you'll be facing similar this thing, I will have to leave school, see, ego moto bụ n'isi onwe m. If it did not that time because we are fighting because if you are at that time, I open actually hand I over kwena ka ọkụ amụnye gị n'aka nyụọ.
No.
Asị gị na kama ọ ga-anyụ anyụ. Na gị lapị otu ahụ. So ọ bụla akpọọ gị na as a president na achọghị ime nke you have no excuse. And I think the town union government should look into it because these individuals, the president, him by him, His Excellency Nanketa, he's doing a good cause for the community. So he needs assistance. So the encouragement, just like when you said about the roles of the stakeholders have a low limit.
Yeah.
Onye ọbụla bụ a financial facilitator for the union is a stakeholder. Onye ọbụla hold go position na
Is a
this
stakeholder.
na this
Equilobia Union.
Equilobia Student Union is a stakeholder. Onwego some of us na emewegolo of maọbụ aka ji akụ. This is where they come in. Enwe ka esi wee kwuo na Equilobia Student Union chọọ emesi n'ihi ekwesịrị ka ala akị ha people that we
Fund whatever we want
fund
to do.
whatever as long as it's still under the constitution under the guideline of
The
set out rules of Equilobia
student
Student Union.
union, yeah.
Very good. So what I'm saying in essence basically is that now the town union should look inward.
Okay.
Go towards assisting the
Students' union.
the students union.
Yes.
But it's just at the end of the day, just a humanitarian work that the executives in them because they don't get paid. Nobody pays it. They don't pay themselves. Go. Now if I want if I mess up on my alcohol, go on Babia.
Okay.
So I think it's high time that
This issue of finance now, that is even just one of the challenges.
So we have problem of finance, the students understanding the importance of being in the union, the parents, and another one, the finance again. Because if you bring out a child to organize something that would impact, that would positively speak for them, you need money now.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to tell them that, okay, that you are inviting a skilled teacher, you need to buy the materials that the teacher would use.
Okay.
Inviting that person, it would cost money. Even if you want to use maybe somebody that was once a student in maybe in the union, you still have to give out something. So if you don't have that little finance, the impact would be wouldn't be really
It will be
felt.
minimal, yeah.
Yes. So if you tell this kid that they want to learn, maybe you want to teach them how to produce a perfume, you would get many materials that they can use less to
Yes.
use, like they would use less it till they get to a point. They will have to know how to conserve this and this to get this.
Actually, I wouldn't say it's useless. They
They're
are
learning.
test running, and
Yes.
in that process, they're trying to like
Yes.
perfect their mistakes.
That's why if you are familiar with all these maybe other countries, maybe outside here,
Okay.
you'd see a kid, maybe okay, they detected that this kid now 5 years, 6 years, the kid is interested in drumming. that parent or the community would provide as many drums
That's possible.
for that kid. He might use the drumsticks to puncture it, but a time would reach, he would understand that if you hit this and this, it gets you a sound. But they started with puncturing these drums.
Yeah.
So from that little part, they might, they might not be getting the desired result, but they're going there.
Yeah.
So we have that challenge of, please release these children to us, give us the money too. Let us work with it. Let us. In other countries, you'd see a little kid of 5, 7, 10 producing things.
Yeah, because they have support.
They have the support.
Yeah, sure.
Their community, their setting is supporting that move. Man, it's a whole lot, but
Yeah,
it's
we'll
a whole
get there.
lot. Yeah.
And now for you,
what do
second.
you have in stock for
Yeah,
us?
it's a whole lot.
All the kaya happens already, but yeah, you're together with us.
The national secretary.
So,
As you've convinced me now to, because I'm just hearing lots of things that I've not heard before, all in the name of benefits. And me now, I like Kemasiri very well. I like Bebo so much. I want to know. So I have, okay, you've told me if I want to register, I have to like have 1,000 naira. I have to be from EKWULOBIA, or I have to like go with the set criteria for me to join the union, right? So now let's assume I have joined this union. Is there a means of identification? Like, will I be left out when I join? Is this just after paying the 1,000 naira? Possibly, I'll just get something to identify me as a student, and then everything just ends there.
Okay. Like I said earlier, you identify, and after you identify with the union, then there is a card you are going to get, an identification card.
Okay.
And all of us, I would like to say, identification card is actually a means of telling people that this is where you belong to.
Okay.
When somebody sees it, can easily know that, oh, this is this particular person, and then they can easily differentiate you from others.
Others. Yeah.
Like for example, this image of a global student union is a very okay. If you we are trying to groom it to look like something that is going to be reliable, though it has been over the years, and we're trying to make it more perfect. Now,
Okay.
if the union becomes something that the town has acknowledged to be something that is very good, and
Okay.
then if you identify with the union, and then see, just for example, now let's say we have a case whereby there is a raid. Let's say policemen gush into a particular location, for example, and there are few kids gathered there. The first thing they do, they start picking boys, girls, everybody that is around there. And then for the fact that the union is well known to for their good attributes, if you
Okay.
can tender them that your identification, looking at it alone, they will know that this person belongs to those that are serious, and therefore is not included in such a thing. So that identification can bail you out from that particular crisis you are facing at that particular
Okay.
time. So what we're trying to do is that once you identify with the union, we have your document with us. You have your
Okay.
document, and then give you an identification card so that we know those that are with us. We know our people, those that are, like our president was saying the other time. He said that this a club as student union, we can groom this thing to look like one family. You understand?
Okay.
Like a family-based setting whereby we can get together and have fun, and then rub minds together.
And then eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
anyị amala ya o nwee important information ọbụla anyị kwesịrị inye ya anyị a na-enyefe welukwonu agịrịma anyị dịka ụmụ akwụkwọ na-alụkwu anyị na ndị anyị na-afa na-akpa ebe ahụ a na-akpa o nwee ife ị kwesịrị ịma dịka nne na nna gbasalụ skuulu nwa gị ga-agụ anyị nwa ga-agwa gị mana ọ bụrụ na anyị na-aga dị ọnụ na mma ịma ebe anyị nọ kedu ka anyị ga-esi gwa gị gwa nwa gị anwa ana m ekwu ife a ka onye ọbụla ka o doo onye ọbụla anya mgbe nwatakịrị ga-anwa ya bịa denye afa n'Ekwulọbịa Student Union maka na ife anyị kwukwe kịta anyị ji anabata bụ 1000. Ọ bụrụ na anyị ma na anyị ga-ede nwa akwụkwọ ga-ewega nwa gị obodo oyibo nwere ka anyị ezikwa anaghị 1000 mana anyị na-eme ya nọọ ife nwanne kpọtara anyị nwa gị ya denye afa ụlọ ọbụla a ga-eli oke ya ma efu ife ọbụla anyị kwesịrị imelụ nwa gị dịka nwata akwụkwọ Ekwulọbịa anyị ga-emeli ya mana ọ ga-abịa denyere anyị afa. O nwere some persons ga-abụ fakpọọ m na fon fa sị m one ka ụmụ akwụkwọ Ekwulọbịa dị. Onye ọbụla nọ n'ife a na-eme m kwesịrị ka ịma na ajụjụ a ada ajụ gị ya sọnsọ ka amalụ nọmba. O nwere ife eji ajụ ya ajụọ gị one na ị na-anya ị ga-asị fa na adị 300 kedu fa kedu ife jikọrọ ụnụ kedu ebe ọ ga-abasị ụnụ bịa na ụnụ niile abịa ebe a na-ejekwa na-eteka. Ọ bụrụ maka taa echi a na-anọ na-akpọ eme kọọlụ a na-ajụ enwelu ndị bụ medicine si Ekwulọbịa mmadụ one amarụ mana ọ bụrụ na nwa gị oge ọ na-abanye skuul na anyị na ya ma anyị edetugo na medicine ka ọ na-agụ anyị ya na-alụ ọrụ anyị ọ na-agụ akwụkwọ nke ọ bụrụ na nwa gị na-agụ lọọ anyị ma na ọlọ ka ọ na-agụ akpọ na enidilu lawyers fresh graduate ọ na ndị nwere ike ịpụta by next year na enwelu ka esi mee anyị amalụgo na mmadụ 30 bụ ndị Ekwulọbịa na-agụ lọọ. Ọ statistics ka eji alụzi ọrụ ana ọ ga-aba akpọrọ anyị sịfa na enwelu m ajụọ gị mmadụ one ịsịfa na adị mmadụ 20 ngwa fọwọdụ afafa simple. Onye ọbụla na-ahụzi ibe na-egwu ga-ahụta ulu dịgasị n'ife a niile. Ọkwa na ịnwa ka anyị dị ọ dịkwanụ mụnwa nligbu ulu dị n'ife a so ma nlicha nwa ya ọ ga-egbu m eze mana ọlụ a kwesịrị ike ịbụ akpata ozuo ọrụ ọnụ. Ọkwa n'ife anyị na-agbalị.
So our ancestor I don't work again finalize right this question.
Is it
what will you advise us as students? What will you tell our parents? And then what would you tell your executives, like your successors? No, your successors after your successors. They're still your successors, but yes. What advice would you give us? What advice do you think will make the student union go forward? And then what advice, how would you encourage, like what would you tell parents to let them leave their children? What do you feel you want to tell all of us?
Well, I will tell them, even my dad, of the blessed memory of one. Because I'm a student union. I'm all Malibu student union, particularly. I think the person mentioned Malibu student union was my father. My father that time, even though I can know, because I'm all EKWULOBIA. Then I was born and brought up in Enugu State. My people get enough around and they feel my father that time gabo obata. So I bought no budget the year I bought police that time in December. Okay, I can work on churches. Obata Hanus goes go later. Unobona Bakoba. Yeah, the Yafa student. So I know me, I be my for that time. I don't know why I'm only banner. So, but luckily for us, I didn't want to know why I'm identified. That time, I only need for ID card. But now, you know, the world is
revolving. Yeah.
Thank you. So I think if His Excellency now is executive and Chief about, I want to touch on that ID card before I come back to your question.
Okay.
Permission to do so.
Go ahead.
ID card, I think every conflict with it about the money. and that is where our this thing town union comes in, because even na after ego now most times now, people tend to withdraw without even trying to wait if I give it
Yes.
more than half what it in. So I'm looking at a possible solution ga bụ ọ bụ na o nwe ka a ga-esi wee nyetago mago n'ọkwa people be go denye afa even without the money, then amala ego na ọ ga-cost, then ọlụ ka ọ ga-abụkwa dịkwalụ executive. So ọ bụ na people nwere the interest and the zeal to, is a kind of advice. Now I'm just canceling the executives now because I'm not the president. I've given them a stakeholder. But I'm trying to say that even anywhere, just like when we are making so much sense about there is need for the student union, the executive to know mmadụ one na-eme law na EKWULOBIA as a student of EKWULOBIA. Maybe na any the mmadụ one na-eme medicine, like different professions, so that in case ọ bụ na enwe ka need or any opportunities to happen, you can easily just like, you're talking about database.
Yes.
EKWULOBIA, you do go to the point na a person in database now. Then the secretary, you can tell the secretary because any them for the whole presence in medicine, what I feel suppose we can easily pick from them out of the best, all of them. So that one happened. So just like I was saying, made the ID card, issue them out to the students, the serious to identify with the color of student union. Then we can all come together and know how to solicit for the fund. Yet ago. Yet ago, if I
Yes.
so that is my advice there. Because if you continue saying about the money, some parents wouldn't even understand the benefit of the ID card.
Yes.
They will just, push their mind towards the money. So my host, just like you said about advice, this is one of the advice. Then, like I said, my father became NGO money for people of students.
Okay.
So I don't understand the reason why the parents wouldn't want to even push their student out to go and identify with the town union, the student
Student
town
union.
union, the student union, and their community. I don't understand why. So I'm talking to the parents directly now. And a lot of benefits. And with scholarship scheme. Yeah, they go. If the country is not so friendly now.
Yes.
Yeah, they go. In a situation na where about 4 kids nọ na school na ịbụ na-eme ọfụma, it is the responsibility of the parents now to contact the union so na the situation on ground. Yeah. And to that ga-emeli ife a bụ ndị identify with the union.
Yes.
So ọrụ ka wee dịrị sef the parents sef carry the student, because the students na onwe fa at the point fa amachabeghị the benefit of joining the union.
Okay.
All the parents call they push it. Yeah, that just like my father did. I want my father agwala maka ekwula student, I would have better if any men are unique to back to Enugu. Mana from Abinish, even from secondary school, primary school, didn't get on. So all of the parents. And we a lot of benefits. And we want to miss ike. Me nwekwa nwa sef na-ada ama akwụkwọ na ịchọ ka nwa amaba akwụkwọ, bring them. Enwekwu amalụkwu na-enwe special case for ndị na-ada ama akwụkwọ. I think that time enwe ya. Enwe pharmacist Ekene.
Yes.
I think he called me on phone the other time. He's a very intelligent thing. Omecha physics, switch into pharmacy. So come no guy like Ibia Kuzielu, Umazi, physics and one other chemistry.
Yes. Okay.
So these are the benefits you get. Name identify with the EKWULOBIA student union. So I think these are some of the things the parents need to know. And if anyone are done a platter of code, he may go on get a Ghana special center and medicine physics or chemistry. You know how much it will cost you. But here you are getting it free of charge. You go. You can watch the performance in each email if I any watch a performance your kid. Now the previous academic session, watch the next academic session now after obviously extramural lesson and all these things, just like extramural lesson. a privilege, it's a benefit also for the parents. Come home as a get na street now while away because of long vac and you bring them to this extramural lesson. I mean, go with their fellow students, you networking, you know, because na no only malota got determine, you know, if you get in future. You know, just like Jesco by now, you know, some of his friends kita no na nwere ego kita na eri ife kita because na fana abụ fanta malum maybe na onwe ndị na agbakọ ọbara ọnụ.
Yes.
You know, so okay, I didn't give very easy to get anything from him because name alo ya mgbe ọ dị na nwa na-eto. Just otu aka ọ dịkwa na student union. Ịbata president kita and the secretary na onwe ife ga-eme tomorrow kita nwa na-adat na Chineke nyerere ofu onye n'ime ụlọ n'aka. Echi niile onye abịa for help that you wouldn't want to help. That is the networking we are talking about. You come, you know your fellow students, onye amali. So my advice is that the parents already learn, push your student out to come for the extramural lesson. Nothing. So we are doing this to give our kids that benefit to know one another, just like in the secondary mention, no family. Student union is a family. We are one family trying to make progress, trying to help one another. So if I know the parents because popta no mazun extramural lesson na bien. Now you could the town union government because has to stakeholders.
Yes.
Because onwe ka the body the student union so ebe kutun. When I yala because I can so go as long as that stakeholder I can so go because club student union so can if today. So I so na yo the town union because yalo na yaka. Onwe ifu nge menwula yo na emela even na na embe ka EKWULOBIA ka na project at the end of the day if I na project be EKWULOBIA na enwe somebody keta no nwa and I'm trying to propose something. This scholarship and because obu no nwe ka student union keta the executive na gesi be up like mmadụ 10 please if scholarship now. Then those people now get na go on scholarship of EKWULOBIA. Man, they have a lot of responsibility on their head. They will do everything possible to make their community proud and also to make their parents proud. Then urban Fabiagusa like a Maditana Biagusa automatically again we're going to job for them.
Yes.
It will be also the responsibility of the students union to make sure that no only open from that scholarship and then what earlier a desirable job. Now if for that now when Maditana Biagusa I want to see all now. If you make it and able to modify 5 those people so what they will make they have to train these people now. You see that is just like the video say you rest by lifting others.
Exactly.
So that is how that is what EKWULOBIA student union is all about. Because advising the stakeholders ndị Igbo na-atụnye n'usu na ọ dị mma onye gafee n'ogbe ọ si ogbe gbajie. One thing I didn't get much oge nnaji bụ encouragement. Now I might come to your house now as a president at that time. We can but even when I know my time, what you go my time, but I'm being a beg encourage him. Words of encouragement is very, very, very important, especially even if I'm a stakeholders. You are going to gig and you're going to do the executive. At least call them from time to time, and because if I humanitarian work or community service. You only open a macos only before during their own time as executives of the union. So I think there is need for even President. I think you should champion this. What is stakeholders meeting? I meeting people like Paragon. I must commend him. Just like this extramural lesson now. People had a Paragon that time. I thought we could follow teachers 5. Upon the whole stakeholders in the Bugo pass go through this umbrella of EKWULOBIA student union Mecca people like Paragon. You find out that now even the EKWULOBIA Student Union executive don't even have any need to go to the town union to solicit for funding. Now the individuals in the of Zugonulu in our sponsor every reasonable and every progressive activities EKWULOBIA Student Union. So I'm pleading now you're the stakeholders. You don't have to wait for the union to come to you. You can always reach out. You can, improvise your own destiny at the union mail on your own behalf. I have what I want the union to do on my own behalf. It is just like I told you before. It is still on trial. When the time comes, I will deliver the function under the umbrella of EKWULOBIA Student Union. This if I can from only stakeholder of this union, the of so because the parents, again, I'm coming back to you. Let your people, let your sons and daughters come and join the student union. And then on this ID card, His Excellency, because identify with the union, let them come first. Amalego no ga cost. Then we can still come under one table now. Amalego na geji the production of ID cards. Amalego no puta. Ego enwe na post. I don't think ego enwe na post. Ego enwe na post you can, because even in I want you to always know that even in the with executive and you deserve the right to always go back to the, and thank God we have a listening PG, a very humble man by somebody by you can always go back to him. So just like this ID card now, stakeholders the forthcoming. Go to them, 200,000 the ID card got cost. And mass production, give it out to, just like you said now, case any police issue now, your ID card alone is going to save you from that crisis. So a lot of benefits for both stakeholders, benefit parents and for the students. Join the train.
Yeah.
The EKWULOBIA Student Union is an organization that you want to be a member of and a part of. As long as you school in a EKWULOBIA, whether indigenous or non-indigenous, as long as you reside in EKWULOBIA, you school around the EKWULOBIA, you are automatically a member of this union. But try to have your ID card, try and identify. I won't go there, intimidate in a school. That is where the work of the executive lies also. President, I'm also proud of Fifi
Yes, I'm on it.
So I'm going to come only a member of this union who's issue. Na school, yeah. Or like one or two of your executive go to that school, align with the student union president of the school. Again, the students, even the more to also partake in any activities in the union. It's a lot of benefit. These days now, the benefit of joining the union, and because now their parents didn't guide them.
Yes, exactly.
So if the parents even has a lot of role to play in this thing and in Ethiopia. Because now go before about the parents be the students again. So as now if we be a mellow back or whatever the union does for you, do the thing in return for the union.
Yes.
These things works
even based on that documentation, I need okay. Tell us if I need is now, because I found that the money may not for the jury now, and the community or some interested persons can sponsor that. You said okay, inbox us or send a message to us, your name, your village, your school, your level, your faculty. These 5 points is going off the money or the registration of EGEGO we have to shift it. Actually, by if I get messy, by that our big comeback. Came on we can busy that day. Ana ekia or ana enya. Maka next year because in my next year I get make election.
Yes, okay.
And so and that ID card is very important. EGDia or your right to vote. Come on with the good day aside. If anything is coming to the union, Biko, where is your ID card? That gives you access and rights for if open an name. So open even what okay. Oburo iwu na onye obuna ga na aga school. E dị mkpa. Ụfọdụ na-eme ụfọdụ na-amụ ọlụ. Ụfọdụ alụbago ọlụ alụba. Mana ịma na ịbụ nwata ahụ. Ịma na ị ka nọ na age ndị na-agụ ahụ. Ife ahụ ị na-alụ wetela anyị ya. Deela anyị na efe ị na-alụ na nọmba gị na ebe ị na-anọ nke. Some persons na-abịa na nwee mmemme. Fachọ kedu onye nwere ike I deliver Yerika 500 pieces of meat pie. Mana ikpo ọmụ nke ekwenu ka m ga-esinye gị onye ka mma. Enwere ike amalụ m onye nwere shop somewhere but o nwere reason onye ji chọ ka ọ bụrụ onye the union ga-ewepụta because they believe that the union ma ndị fana alụkọ. So that is the importance of all these things. Wow. Adị m eme cake, adị m agụkidi medicine. Mana ọlụ medicine pụta anyị amalụ na o nwere onye anyị nwe.
Yes.
Onye na-bụ an engineer, electrical engineer, civil engineer, aeronautical engineer. Ọrụ ndị a na-apụtasị. Mana onye ka ịma. Kedu onye ịma ga-efit nwe in. Eche gị iweta nwe. Akpọ another community dị more organized. Enyefa the thing. So that is it.
Our host.
I've been thinking about my life. I really want to join.
Yes, you can join. You can join.
You would not notice it. I've been quiet since I've been analyzing. Oh my God, there are lots of benefits.
You have the
I
president by your
swear.
side,
There are lots of benefits. And don't worry. You will see me. Anytime people have meeting, just call me. I'm coming to register. And then that brings us to, should I say, the end of our talk show. And we still have a amiable secretary. What's your name again?
My name is EKWULOBIA.
President. What's your name again?
Amezamu Kenechukwu.
Okay. And then
Don't call me ancestor.
our ancestor. What's your name?
Obiora Victor.
Okay.
Akwata. Fene talk on Akwata Nime.
Okay. So nena no ma ibe and then ndị Ekwulobia niile at large. Una no go n'ihe happen. You have seen the benefits. What is stopping you from joining? Just go and sit down, just like I did few minutes ago. Just sit down and reflect on your life. Why shouldn't you join this union? Because if you cannot find no reason, I think you should join. And that's the only thing I'm telling you. Come and join. There are lots of benefits. Urudinia. Okay? I still remain your one and only beautiful Ekwulobia and host, Ezokoye Sandra Obianuchu Tondra. Thank you for watching.
Tondra.